Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviriyam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritangamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Good morning. We'll have to endure this cold for another 15 to 20 days probably. You find it difficult to come to this place early in the morning? It's okay in this cold? Great, really. To come from our quarters to this place, I struggle. You are coming from such long distances in this cold winter. But anyway, this is not it's a very severe cold compared to, people living in Scandinavian countries, Russia. You just imagine them. So recently we read in the newspaper that an Indian family died because of blizzard. They were crossing into America from Canada. The temperature was minus 35. How fortunate we as Indians are. In many countries, in Scandinavian countries in this season, you don't get to see sun for more than 3 or 4 hours. But we in India get 11 to 12 hours of sun even in midwinter. It is not a simple luxury. God actually has endowed us with so many things. We need to cherish. Because of the Himalayas, the Central Asian cold winds also, they don't come to India. Himalayas protect us from that. So even the Gangetic plain is also comparatively warmer. So nature has actually blessed us in so many ways. You need to be conscious of that. Then you'll be joyful. You may give $1 billion, you will get the sun for 11 hours. If you are in a Scandinavian country, you have money, you won't have sun for 11 hours. Even if you give $1 billion, you won't get it, right? So it is that luxury we are enjoying, in fact, but we need to be conscious of it. We need to cherish that. Okay, Amma, please see page number 44. Another great quote of Swami Vivekananda. Fearlessness. The earth is enjoyed by heroes. This is the unfailing truth. Be a hero. Always say, I have no fear. Tell this to everybody, have no fear. Fear is death. Fear is sin. Fear is hell. Fear is unrighteousness. Fear is wrong life. All negative thoughts and ideas that are in this world have proceeded from this evil spirit of fear. You need to understand this quote in context. Sometimes, be fearless means people do all wrong things fearlessly. But you need to understand this in the context. What Swamiji meant by this quote, if you analyze the individual nature of human beings, if somebody has done something wrong, you just go into the subconscious mind of the individual. Somewhere deep in the subconscious, there is a fear. It could be anything, some fear. That fear actually has made the individual act in the manner he or she has acted. Okay? If you're fearless, actually, you'll become absolutely moral. Ethics and morality will come only when you become fearless. All the negative thought, all actually evil that is there in the world, all violence, in fact, happens only because of this. You just see countries and today, every country is accumulating weapons. The total amount of defense expenditure, if you just look at the world, all the countries, how much they are spending, per annum, is nearly $2,000 billion per annum. United States of America itself is spending $700 billion per annum on defense. And that is the expenditure of that country, defense expenditure. India, a poor country like India, is spending around $60 billion. $60 billion. It's not a small amount. For all the money that is going for defense, $2,000 billion, if you can, use for eradication of poverty, all the poverty on the earth can be eradicated. There will not be unemployment, there will not be any poverty. That much of money we are spending on defense. We are all one humanity. We are inhabiting one earth, but we fear each other. Yes or no? Right? Pakistan fears in India, and we fear Pakistan. China fears India, India fears China. But we are all one humanity, right? Why do you take the geographical border so seriously? The people across the border are also human beings only, right? God has given us one earth and He wants us to stay united, live as one species. We are all one species, live as one family. What is the problem? We keep talking about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We have to integrate the whole world into one family. Once you do that, actually, you don't have to spend on defense, right? Why should I live in fear of my brother who is living across the border? You just see because of fear how much is happening. So much of weapons, so much of weapons. Best of the technology, cutting edge technology, they go only for weapon building. Nation fears nation. But across the border also the same human species, right? Why we educated people fail to understand this simple truth? Why we need to live in fear of other human being? He is also part of our species. He is as much as part of your family. He is after all our brother or sisters. Why we can't promote this camaraderie and this fraternal feeling in the world? More of that we need to talk about. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We are all world family. We are all one family. In fact, actually, internet has integrated the whole world into one family, but at a heart level. So you can't actually have the whole world as single administrative unit. So the geographical borders has administrative units because you can't take the whole humanity as one administrative unit and run the country world. So we needed geographical borders because there is some cultural distinctiveness, there is some linguistic distinctness or geographical features. So because of that, the people inhabiting that particular geography are in a administrative territory, let us say. They are into special administrative territory. But now we take these national boundaries and so seriously that so you belong to one country and the person belonging to another country or across the border, you fear that individual and you know, accumulate and build up weapons and weapons and weapons. So Swamiji again and again says, I'm just saying this fear actually that drives the world, though we don't analyze, though we don't understand at an individual level and also at a collective level. So fear is wrong life, fear is sin, fear is death, he says. We need more people like Buddha, Christ, Mahatma Gandhi, who can actually integrate the whole world into one family. And we don't have to live in fear of each other. I think that is the blessed day. I hope it will come very soon. We all actually, all the world will become one family. Then a rich country will help the poor country, and there will be an egalitarian society. The minimum needs of all the people on the earth are satisfied. It can be, you can even fulfill this dream in tomorrow if you actually cut down your defense expenditure by half. $1,000 billion per annum you can save. It's not a small money. But somehow, we human beings fear each other. We take these identities too seriously. That's the problem. Everywhere, if you just look at the society, it's a fear and this fear. As long as you're fear driven, you can't be a great human being. So remove that fear and lead a life of fearlessness, then you are a hero, according to Swamiji. Thank you. Nice day.